Picture this. Four ominous figures emerging from the mists of time, their very presence heralding the end of days. The four horsemen of the apocalypse have captivated human imagination for centuries, each representing a different harbinger of doom. Let me tell you their story. First rides Conquest, astride a white horse wearing a crown and carrying a bow. Some interpret this rider as pestilence, while others see them as a false messiah, spreading their influence across the lands. There's a certain irony in how this horseman appears pure and righteous yet brings such devastation. Following closely is War, mounted on a fiery red steed. This crimson rider carries a mighty sword and has the power to take peace from the earth. Wherever war gallops, conflict erupts. Brother turns against brother and nations clash in endless battles. The blood-red color of their horse perfectly symbolizes the bloodshed they leave in their wake. The third horseman is Famine, riding a black horse and holding a pair of scales. This rider represents scarcity and inequality, announcing prices for wheat and barley that would have been outrageously expensive in ancient times. Yet luxuries like oil and wine remain untouched, a bitter commentary on how even in times of hardship, the wealthy often remain unaffected. Finally, there's Death, mounted on a pale or sickly green horse. Perhaps the most feared of all, Death is followed by Hades itself. This rider has power over a quarter of the earth, bringing death through sword, famine, plague, and wild beasts. The pale color of their horse resembles the pallor of a corpse, a fitting symbol for their grim purpose. What's fascinating about these four horsemen is how they've evolved in our collective consciousness. From their biblical origins in the book of Revelation, they've become powerful metaphors for the various catastrophes that can befall humanity. You'll find them referenced in everything from art and literature to modern pop culture and video games. But perhaps what makes them truly terrifying isn't their supernatural nature. It's how their themes remain relevant today. We still face conquest in different forms. War continues to plague our world, famine affects millions, and death remains our constant companion. These ancient symbols speak to very real, very human fears that persist across generations. So next time you hear thunder in the distance or see storm clouds gathering on the horizon, remember the tale of the four horsemen. They remind us that while humanity has achieved incredible things, we remain vulnerable to forces greater than ourselves. And perhaps in understanding these ancient warnings, we might work harder to prevent their modern manifestations.